They don't divorce their spouses, and they don't throw their kids on the street. Though I'm sure from time to time you will want to. But we know there are bad days, there are good days. There are days I'm more successful in X, there are days I'm less successful in X. But a bad day doesn't equal failure. Now, with that, I put another article in here called Dieters Take Heart, which talks about the emotional piece or the bracketing piece. So here, why does group A lose weight and group B fail at losing weight? A psychologist, Kelly Brownell, decided to study this. And what did he find? He found all the people failed at losing weight went off their program. Is anyone surprised? No. But the unexpected piece of his research was all the people that successfully lost weight also went off their program. That was unexpected. What's the difference? Really simple. Person A goes out Saturday night. They go and have too much pasta, too much wine, too much bread, and too much dessert, right? They're up. They go home and they say, God, I blew it. And then they say, you know, my favorite chocolate candy is in the back of the freezer. I'm going to have some because I blew it anyway today. I'm going to have a couple extra pieces. I'll be better tomorrow. Tomorrow happens. It's Sunday. Do you start a diet on Sunday? No. You wait till Monday. So instead of even eating an ordinary breakfast, you eat more. Because you blew it anyway, and you're going to start on Monday, and what difference does it make? So you get your last licks in before you start. That goes on for a couple of days, you get your last licks in, and then finally the following Monday you say, this is it, I'm beginning. You have a good Monday, you have a good Tuesday, something happens on Wednesday, you say, I'm a failure, and there goes a year, there goes your health. There goes all the disasters. No rational person would say, I want to have diabetes, I want to have a heart attack, I want to look lousy, I don't want to fit into my clothes, and I'm willing to break down my body because of not even great food. No one I see who gains weight is eating. People say, oh, I love food. And then I look at their diet diary and they're not eating any real food. They're not going to great restaurants and having a catered meal every night. They're eating the kids' chips. They're eating leftover macaroni and cheese. They're eating the old donuts at the office. Okay, now what's the other person who loses weight? The other person goes out and eats too much pasta, too much bread, too much wine, too much dessert. The initial incident is exactly the same. What's the difference? They stop. They say, God, I blew it. They don't starve the next day to make up for it, which leads to overeating. They stop. They put a bracket around that event and keep going. You can never say, I'm not going to eat too many calories. You're going to eat too many calories when you're stressed. You're going to eat too many calories at a party. You're going to eat too many calories at an event when you're tired. But you can end it at the end of the day and say, okay, life is what it is. I'm committed to looking good, feeling good, being healthy. I hope I inspire you. I'm open to questions. I want to give you the knowledge, no matter what you think about yourself and your own ability to do this or not do this. I know everyone can do this, and I have decades to prove this. So thank you for having me.
I have one quick question.
Sure.
You know how you were talking about people who like sweets in the first circumstance, people who are looking at salty, fatty cravings.
Okay, so
Do
what
we
I
have
would...
to avoid those as well?
It's a different thing if you're not... It's easier to deal with fatty, salty. You can take vegetables, even potatoes, slice them thin. Remember, it's portions. Put some olive oil, put a little garlic, put a little rosemary, put a drop of salt, and you've got something fatty, salty. Have you ever made roasted Brussels sprouts? I made roasted cauliflower last night. It's delicious. I like the salt. I put a little extra salt on it. You can make things with good fat that have a lot of taste that are actually, if you did a blind taste test, better than potato chips.
Could you talk a little bit about the metabolism of the sugar turning into fat? just like technically a
Sure.
little bit?
Your blood sugar rises. Insulin is a hormone that converts to fat. That's how it happens. You have a hormone that's making you fatter. And it converts through your liver. Yes.
I have a friend who lost quite a bit of weight. She was disciplined. It seems like her nutritionist wasn't as strict about sugar if you combined it with fiber, because her
I
nutritionist said...
totally disagree with
Okay.
that.
They said she could have one of those power bars after
Horrible.
working out.
Horrible.
Okay, what would you have instead after working out? Carrots?
A piece of fruit. I might have a cracker.
Nuts.
I might have 100 calories of nuts, 100 calories snack pack. But I would not. Fiber does not. Fiber is helpful, but it doesn't take away the sugar. It might slow down how quickly your blood sugar rises, but it doesn't take it away. It's not like washing it out. I mean, think about it. They put fiber in every cookie and we'd all be skinny. Yes.
My daughter carries around to this day little 100-calorie packs of oatmeal, plain oatmeal.
One, it's not a double starch.
It's not a dumpster. She can eat it. It's whole grain. She mixes it with hot water at the gym, and she eats it on the way home. She's fine. She did her whole thing, exercise and diet. She lost 55 pounds, which
Wow.
we didn't look like she needed to do. She was in college. Pizza was brought in every night. Everything happened. She was determined not to become diabetic and not to have to take drugs. And she was very determined. She did it. She's 27 years old today, and 9 years later, and it's wonderful. But she's very disciplined, and she's never hungry. We all come home and we're like grabbing everything. we
Sure,
can
because
grab,
your
and
blood
she's
sugar
fine.
is down. She's balanced it out.
She's
Remember, protein is your long-acting fuel.
right.
All right, if you have any questions, you can get in touch with me. Yes.
I have a testimonial.
Okay.
I'm a client of Janet's, and I can tell you, everything she says is absolutely true. You give up the sugar, you're not as hungry, you don't want as much food, portion sizes automatically go down. I sat with a bunch of my skinny friends, we went out to dinner for book group, and we all ordered healthy at a restaurant. I promise you I ate less than they did. They finished their food.
My
I
mother
was
always
full.
told me to leave food on the plate.
But I was
like you
full.
shouldn't eat
I
everything
was
in
full.
food.
I
Yeah.
didn't want the food on my plate.
But the point is, sugar is the driver. That's the point.
And it's so addictive, that's my problem. You have one and you want more. What about caffeine?
Caffeine, moderately, not a problem. Excessively, it can increase cravings for sweets. Not 1 cup of coffee. Okay, ladies, if you need help, give me a buzz. We'll work on a program.
I'd like to
No
thank
matter
you
what,
very,
be
very
inspired and take care of yourselves.
much. It was wonderful, extremely informative.
Extremely, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We hope you enjoy our series.